Have you ever stopped and asked yourself a simple, uncomfortable question? What am I really doing with my life? Not tomorrow, not someday, not when you finally figure things out. I mean right now. Because here's the brutal truth most people don't want to hear. Life isn't waiting for you. It doesn't pause while you scroll through your phone. It doesn't stop while you binge another show. It doesn't care that you're tired, bored, or not ready. Every second you waste is gone, forever. And that's why so many people reach their final days with regret, heavier than any failure they ever experienced. Not because they tried and lost, but because they never even tried. You don't want that, do you? You don't want to be the person looking back whispering, "I could have done so much more." The truth is, life isn't about what you plan to do. It's about what you actually do. Every small action, every choice, every day. That's what builds the story of your life. And here's something you need to understand. Nobody is coming to save you. Not your boss, not your parents, not your friends. Nobody is going to hand you discipline, confidence, or purpose. You either build it or you live without it. That's the hook most people miss. They think someday they'll wake up and suddenly feel motivated. But that day never comes. Motivation isn't waiting around the corner. You don't stumble into it. You create it. And the way you create it is through self-discipline, through showing up even when you don't feel like it, through pushing yourself when your body screams to quit, through saying no to the easy path and yes to the hard one, because you know the hard one leads somewhere worth going. Ask yourself this: how many times have you wasted a whole day? How many hours have you lost to distractions, to comfort, to meaningless noise? Add them up. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, months into years. That's your life, slipping away. Most people think wasting time isn't a big deal, but wasting time is wasting life. And the scariest part? You don't even realize how much you've lost until it's too late. Imagine this. You're 80 years old. You look back at your life, and instead of memories of bold risks, meaningful work, deep impact, all you see are hours spent on things that never mattered. Scrolling, consuming, waiting. That's the nightmare. That's the tragedy most people live. But you don't have to, because the same seconds you waste could be used to build something, to change yourself, to take a step forward, no matter how small, to invest in a future that actually excites you. The truth is, life isn't about finding yourself. It's about creating yourself. And you create yourself through your habits, through what you choose to do every single day. So here's the question you need to answer right now. Are you living, or are you just existing? Existing is easy. It's automatic. Wake up, go through the motions, repeat. Safe, predictable, forgettable. Living. Living takes courage. It takes sacrifice. It means getting uncomfortable. It means putting in the work nobody sees so that one day everybody will. But here's the reward. When you live with purpose, when you discipline yourself, when you take control, your life stops being something that just happens to you. It becomes something you design, something you own, something worth remembering. Because listen, the greatest tragedy isn't death. The greatest tragedy is to live as if you were already dead, to waste your one chance at this life chasing comfort instead of meaning. And if you want meaning, if you want a life that matters, it starts with one decision. Stop wasting time. Start building yourself. Not tomorrow, not next week, Not when it's convenient. Now.
Picture this. You wake up. Alarm goes off. You hit snooze. 10 minutes, 15, maybe 30. By the time you finally drag yourself out of bed, you've already lost the first battle of the day. And here's the painful truth. That small choice, it's not just about waking up late. It's about what you're training your brain to believe. That your comfort matters more than your future. That excuses win over discipline. That tomorrow is always an option. But tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Let that sink in. We live as if time is infinite, as if we can waste today because there will always be another. But look around. People die every single day with dreams still inside them, ideas never built, goals never chased, books never written, businesses never started, love never expressed. Time doesn't wait for you. And the more you treat it like it's cheap, the faster it slips through your hands. So ask yourself, what are you teaching yourself with your daily habits? When you avoid the hard things, when you let yourself stay comfortable, what identity are you building? Because habits aren't just actions, they're votes. Every time you repeat them, you cast a vote for the person you are becoming. When you skip the workout, vote. When you waste hours scrolling, vote. When you lie to yourself saying, "I'll start later," vote. But here's the good news. Every positive action is also a vote. When you wake up early instead of hitting snooze, vote. When you choose water instead of junk food, vote. When you work on your craft instead of wasting hours, vote. It's not about one choice. It's about thousands. It's about who those choices are turning you into. The person you are today is the sum of the choices you made yesterday. And the person you'll be tomorrow is being shaped right now, in this moment, by the choices you're making. So let me ask you again, who are you voting for? Are you building the disciplined, strong, resilient version of yourself? Or are you feeding the lazy, distracted, weaker version that you'll regret later? Because one day, you're going to meet the version of yourself you could have become. And that's either going to be the most proudest moment of your life or the most painful. Imagine it, standing face to face with the best version of you, the version who didn't waste time, the version who pushed through fear, who took risks, who stayed disciplined, the version who lived fully. Now imagine realizing that could have been you, but you chose comfort instead. That's the kind of regret that never leaves. But you still have time, right now, today, this moment. And the way you start? Small, consistent, simple. Stop overcomplicating it. You don't need the perfect plan. You don't need to wait for January 1st or Monday or when life calms down. You need to start with what you have, where you are. Because discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. The less you use it, the weaker it becomes. And the only way to build it is through repetition. So start with one thing, one habit, one change. Wake up on time, go for a run, turn off your phone for an hour. Do the work you've been avoiding. And when your mind screams at you to quit, that's the exact moment you grow. That's the exact moment you cast the most important vote for your future self. The truth is, you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. So build habits that make quitting impossible. Build habits that carry you forward even on the days you don't feel motivated. Because let's be honest, most days you won't feel motivated, and that's okay. You don't need motivation, you need discipline. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fire that keeps burning. And here's something you need to understand. Life will never get easier. The challenges don't go away. You just get stronger. And the only way to get stronger is to stop waiting for the right time and start now. So here's the challenge for you today. Take one action. Just one. Something you've been avoiding. Do it. No excuses. And when you finish, don't celebrate too long. Do it again tomorrow. And the day after that. And the day after that. Because success isn't one giant leap. It's 1,000 tiny steps, repeated every day. And if you stay consistent, if you keep showing up, one day you'll look back and realize you've become unstoppable.
Look around you. Think about the world we live in today. Distractions are everywhere. Notifications, endless scrolling, new shows, constant noise. Every single app on your phone is designed for one purpose: to steal your time and sell it back to you in tiny pieces. And the scary part? It's working. People spend hours every day feeding a machine that gives them nothing back. They call it entertainment, but let's be real, it's addiction. And while you waste minutes, then hours, then days, your life is slipping away silently. The most dangerous way to waste your life isn't by doing nothing. It's by filling your time with meaningless things that trick you into believing you're busy. Busyness is not progress. Scrolling isn't building. Complaining isn't growing. Escaping reality through endless distractions isn't living. And yet, millions of people do it every day. They hide from their own potential because it's easier to stay entertained than to face the uncomfortable truth: success requires pain. Yes, pain. The pain of discipline, the pain of sacrifice, the pain of choosing what you want most over what you want right now. And here's the paradox. The pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons. So, you get to choose your pain. But most people never consciously choose. They drift. They follow whatever is easy, whatever feels good in the moment, until one day they wake up and realize years have disappeared. Don't let that be you. Life is too short to live on autopilot. Ask yourself, if you keep living exactly as you are right now, with the same habits, same routines, same distractions, where will you be in 5 years, 10 years? Will you be proud? Or will you be another story of wasted potential? Because here's the brutal truth. Every day, you're either moving closer to the person you're meant to be or further away. There is no neutral. Success is not a mystery. It's not reserved for the lucky few. It's the inevitable result of consistent, focused effort. And failure? Failure is also not an accident. It's the inevitable result of consistent distraction, laziness, and wasted time. So, which path are you on? It's uncomfortable to admit, isn't it? Maybe right now, deep down, you know you're not doing what you should be doing. You know you're capable of more, but you're scared. Scared to fail. Scared of what people might think. Scared of starting small. But here's something to remember. Everyone starts small. Every master was once a beginner. Every champion was once a rookie. Every success story started with one small, shaky step forward. The difference? They kept going when it was uncomfortable. And that's exactly what separates the ones who make it from the ones who don't. It's not talent, it's not luck, it's not money. It's consistency, relentless consistency. Doing the boring work, showing up when you don't feel like it, repeating the fundamentals over and over until they become second nature. And yes, people will doubt you. They'll laugh at you. They'll call you crazy. But later, when you've built something worth showing, those same people will ask how you did it. So let them doubt. Let them laugh. Let them underestimate you. Use it as fuel. Because here's the truth. Your future is not written yet, and the pen is in your hands. Every action you take is a word. Every day is a sentence. Every year is a chapter. And one day, your book will be finished. The only question is, will it be a story worth reading? Will it inspire? Will it matter? Or will it be a story of wasted time, missed chances, and excuses? Don't wait until the last page to realize you could have written a masterpiece. Start writing it today. Because one day, you'll look back at this exact moment. You'll remember watching this video, and you'll know this was either the day you decided to change your life or just another day you let slip away. The choice is yours.
One day, you will die. I don't say that to scare you. I say it because it's the truth. And the sooner you accept it, the sooner you'll start living. When you realize that your time is limited, suddenly every excuse, every distraction, every wasted moment feels heavy. Because you know deep down, you don't have time to waste. And yet, most people live like they're immortal. They push their dreams off to someday. Someday I'll start that business. Someday I'll get in shape. Someday I'll chase my passion. But someday is a dangerous word. It's not on the calendar. It never comes. The cemetery is full of people who waited for someday, full of dreams never started, full of potential never reached, full of stories that were never told. Do you want to end up there too? Or do you want to live so fully, so fiercely, that when your time comes, you can look back and say, I gave everything. I held nothing back. I lived. Because here's the truth. Most people aren't afraid of death. They're afraid of reaching the end of their life and realizing they never truly lived. Don't let that be you. The clock is ticking. Every second that passes is gone forever. That's not depressing. That's motivating. It means every second matters. Every choice counts. So choose wisely. When you feel the urge to waste another hour scrolling, stop. When you want to hit snooze instead of getting up, stop. When you catch yourself making excuses, stop. Remind yourself, this moment will never come again. And that means this moment is priceless. What if you treated your time like money? What if every hour had a price tag? Would you still waste it? Or would you invest it? Because successful people, fulfilled people, happy people, they all treat time as their most valuable asset. They guard it, they invest it, they use it to build something that lasts. The unsuccessful, they trade their time cheaply for things that don't matter, for distractions that vanish the second they're gone. Don't be like them. Instead, ask yourself, what legacy will you leave? Not the money, not the trophies, not the things you buy. None of that lasts. The real legacy is how you live, the lives you impact, the example you set, the difference you make. And you don't need to change the entire world to leave a legacy. You just need to change your world, your circle, your people, yourself. Because when you transform your own life, you inspire others to do the same. Your courage gives others courage. Your discipline gives others permission to rise. That's how movements start. That's how revolutions begin. Not with 1,000,000 people at once, but with one person deciding, enough. I will not waste my life. So maybe that person is you. Maybe you are the one who breaks the cycle, who stops running from fear, who chooses purpose over comfort, who refuses to let life slip away unnoticed. You don't need permission. You don't need the perfect plan. You just need to start right now, today. Because the harsh truth is this: if you don't take control of your life, someone else will. Society will. The system will. Algorithms will. And they don't care about your happiness. So, take control. Dream big. Work hard. Fail forward. Rise again. And above all, live with urgency. Because life is too short to waste, too precious to drift, too valuable to live on autopilot. Don't just exist, live. And when your story ends, because one day it will, let it be a story worth telling. A story that inspires. A story that proves to the world you didn't waste your life. The choice is yours. Make it now.